Well, I am still driving. I had to make a stop because I was hungry. So now I'm back on that road. I am on I-87 or the Northway or the Thruway, whatever you want to call it. I call it 87 North towards Albany or the capital region. I got 96 miles to go. I'll be there before midnight, of course, because it's only 96 miles. That's nothing. A little bit disappointed. Like I said, there are two things that I like about New Jersey, and one is Wawa, because I used to live there before, and Wawa has always, they had so good coffee. I used to live there on two different occasions in New Jersey. One was when I was doing my internship, and I was working for the US EPA Region 2, and I live in Edison, New Jersey. And then the other place was, I live in Collingswood, New Jersey, and that was back in 2000 to 2001. And I was working again for the EPA, but for EPA Region 3, and their office were in Philadelphia. So I used to take the bus from Collingswood, New Jersey, to Philadelphia to go to work. Sometimes I would take the PATCO, which is a train that goes from New Jersey to Philadelphia, and that would take me up until City Hall, and then I would stop at City Hall, and then I walk on underground to get where I needed to go. Sometimes I would walk on the surface because there were more chances of me finding a Wawa in the surface if I was walking in the surface of the city than if I was working on the tunnels of the rail system of Philadelphia. And yeah, that is something that is different from like the place where I live now versus living in near Philadelphia. There were more options for public transportation, and the train was one of them. And in here, you only have the bus, which is called the CDTA, and that's why one sometimes needs to have a car up here in the capital district of New York, which is known as upstate. Like anybody that is watching this, there are two places in New York. There's New York City, and that is a total different monster. And then there's the upstate area, which is Albany, the capital region. That's where I live. New York is more than New York City. Just making sure. Anyway, but yeah, I still like going to New Jersey, and like I said, I miss not being able to get Wawa today, but it is what it is. But yeah, and now I'm in the highway, and the only places to stop around here are just rest stops. So yeah, just rest stops, and I still got 96 miles to go. When you are a wrestler, sometimes it's along the road, and I didn't work a show today, but this is part of wrestling is about, trouble on your own sometimes. And my car, I can put $20 on Cranford, New Jersey, and fill up my tank completely. So now I want to see how many parts I have left by the time I get home. My take is like I'm going to probably use up until half of my tank, but it could be less than that. But yeah, if you divide the amount of travel that I did, my car has an efficiency of 35 miles a gallon, say for example. So it would be about 2 or 3 gallons to get back home. My tank is about 6, so it will be about half most likely. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, Anyway, that's all I got. Random thoughts, like definitely, there are times that I have considered. I'm not going to deny this because there are times I have considered moving back to New Jersey, mostly because if I want to travel to Puerto Rico, and this is a concern of getting older and growing up. My parents are getting old. If something were to happen to my parents, I will have to go to Puerto Rico. And where I live, it's a little bit longer to get to Puerto Rico because I have to take a flight or take the train to either New York or New Jersey, and then from New Jersey I catch the plane down there. If I live already in New Jersey, then I just have to take one plane down there. I don't have to. It becomes easier for me to travel to Puerto Rico. Still takes 3 hours, but the travel time is less, and less that I have to worry about the fact of having an ABS attack on the way to Puerto Rico. So I don't know, like, I mean, in all honesty, like, I don't know if it's something that I want to do, but also taking into account that working at Walmart, there are Walmarts everywhere, there's like Home Depots everywhere. I used to work at Home Depot at one point, so it's like I can move to New Jersey and work in another Walmart, you know. But I don't know. And do I want to do that? I don't know. I mean, I'm considering it. I'm not 100% sure. It's just, in my opinion, would be practical, and considering that I don't earn a lot of money, you know, to be in a place where I will be living close, or be able to go to Puerto Rico, that may be a plus for me at this time. But I am not sure, you know, like, I don't know if it's something that I want to do. I know that I know some people that live in New Jersey, but I don't know if it would be good for me. Like the two biggest thing is, like, how can I relocate everything that I have here? And I may have to downsize some stuff, but like, how can I relocate some of my stuff down there? I mean, I only have a small car to New Jersey, and that is something that I'll have to figure out if I want to move down there. But for the time being, I'm happy where I am at, but it's something that I've been considering. I've been considering this for a few years already. Thinking about moving out of New York. Is there other place different than New Jersey? I don't know. I mean, like, being trans makes it a little bit difficult because, like, I don't want to go to a place where there's going to be transphobia, or a place where there's going to be too much religious belief. I'm an atheist, so I cannot be in a place where religion is like a big thing. I don't know. I mean, like, another place could be Florida, but Florida hurricanes, you know, that's a little bit crazy down there. Not saying that I can escape hurricanes up here in New York, because one time we had a hurricane up in New York. At least it was just only the rain. It wasn't like the whole winds and like everything that you will get if you live near the coast. But I don't know. I mean, like, it's something that I've been thinking about moving out of New York, and I don't know if it's a good idea or not. I don't have many attachments, and if I stop going to school, I will have absolutely no attachments. It may be starting over, but at the same time, it's like, you know, like, if I can move up here to New York, and I moved up to New York in 2004, if I can move up to New York, I can move anywhere and just start over again. It's not a big deal, you know, for me. I just don't know what would be better for me, honestly. Like, it's a money game. It's a money decision, pretty much, you know. But at the same time, knowing the job that I've been doing, it's like, well, like, I work at Walmart. There There are even Walmarts in Puerto Rico. For all that matters, I can just stay in Walmart for a few years and then see if I can transfer to a Walmart in Puerto Rico. If I wanted to do that, that is. I mean, but Puerto Rico, because of the LGBT rights in Puerto Rico, like, it's not a place that I personally would like to move again. I get it. It could be safe down there. It could be closer to my family. But at the same time, it's like, why? Why would I want to go back to Puerto Rico, where I know that I could experience transphobia or even get killed? And I know that in Puerto Rico, some friends of mine have gotten killed. So I really don't know, honestly. And it's raining, and I apologize. I was gonna drive it, but like, yeah, these are things that I'm considering. New Jersey seems like a good place. I've been in New Jersey before. There are more things to do, in my opinion. And like I said, the thing that the cost my attention here is the fact that to go to Puerto Rico, it's less time that I have to spend on a plane. And it's quicker. Like, I just have to get the plane ticket, and there's the airport right there, and boom, I'm in Puerto Rico 3 hours later. So it's not like I have to travel like 6 or 10 hours to go from Albany to Puerto Rico, because you have to take a plane to go either to JFK Airport or to Newark Airport. So to me, I think definitely it's more practical to move to New Jersey in the near future. But again, what I said is like the job situation. Will I be able to find a job down there? Will I be able to find affordable housing? And like I said, I barely know people that down there. So I know people that live there, but I don't know if I know people that would be interested in helping me out or moving down there. And you know, I get concerned looking for apartments up here because of me being trans. I one time got in a bad situation and ended up moving in a place where one of the persons that was in there tried to beat the crap out of me for me being trans. So I don't want to face that. You know, that would be really a bad situation. But at the same time, I can't let that to discourage me from looking an option to move down there. If I want to do it, I think I can make it happen. I just have to figure out how. Anyway, that's how I got. Peace out, everybody.